Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to teach you guys how to use a TomTom 1 V8 GPS, which is a very nice small compact GPS, and these units are very nice for traveling because they're small. You can fit it in your pocket, and it's one of my favorite GPS units because the sound quality is so good that it's second to none. I have yet to see another GPS with such a crisp and loud sound quality as this one. So that's one of the main features or main pluses with this is the audio quality. So here's how we use this unit. First, when you turn it on, basically this is what you're gonna get. And before you do anything, you need to do a factory reset and choose all the units and everything based on your needs and based on your desire. So click the center, go to change preferences, and press the blue triangle many times until you get to factory reset. Once you get to factory reset, factory settings, click that, and it's going to ask you, are you sure? Say yes. It will ask you one more time, are you sure? Because you cannot undo that. Say yes, and now you need to choose a language of your choice. So I'm going to choose US English, and it's going to confirm with me yes. Okay, so before you start, there are some preferences that you need to set up. Yes. Are you a right-handed or left-handed guy? You need to choose if you're a right-handed person or a left-handed person. And then, do you want miles or kilometers? If you're in the United States, you have to choose miles. If you're anywhere else in the world, you must choose kilometers. How should the time be displayed? Do you want it to be like military time, 18 o'clock when it's 6 p.m., or you want it normal? So that's how I want it to be displayed, but you can change that based on your desire. And the time or the current time, you can set up the time. You don't necessarily have to set up the time because the GPS will automatically detect the time from the time zone and satellite signals. The sound, which voice you want to play for your directions, like turn right, turn left, which type of voice you want. So you need to listen to each voice and make your judgment to see which one you like.
After 1/4 mile, you have reached your destination.
So that's this voice of Mandy. So now I'm gonna listen to the voice of Lori.
After 300 meters, you have reached your destination.
And you could choose additional voices and so on. So let's say Lori is good and we select. Now there are certain voices that are not installed which needs to be purchased. So this is select a day color for the GPS. Which colors you would like it to show on during the day. So that's good. And then a night color. At night you want to choose a darker color so it doesn't bother you when you're driving and the GPS on the windshield. So you have to choose one of these darker colors. But for me, I like it bright even at night. So now it's asking me, would you like to set up your home address? You could do that if you want to. If not, just say no. Would you like a brief tour? You could say no, but let's say yes and learn. So here it says, welcome to TomTom 1 during the tour. Tap the screen anywhere to continue. So it tells you how is the normal screen going to look like. And then this is where your instructions are, where you are going to be driving to. This is the information about your trip. This is detailed information. This is shows the what to do in the next area that it shows. For example, you have to make a right turn, 90-degree right turn, and 90 meters. And this is the area where it shows where you need to do the instructions. These are the zoom in and zoom out corners of the screen where you can zoom in or zoom out the map. And tap the screen anywhere else to open the menu, for example, to plan a route. Yeah. So so I say yes. So this is navigate to wherever you want to go to. This is find alternative route if the route is like under construction, or if the road is closed, or if there's a detour. So this is what you're gonna do. So add to favorites. If you're in a place and you like the place, you want to add it to your favorites. This is where you change the preferences, very important. Turn off and on the sound, and night and day color and whatnot. So okay, so let's continue. And I don't like to join the map share, because every time it asks you to connect your unit to the computer, and it's really inconvenient, so I always decline that. Okay, all right, so now this is the main screen after the setup is done. From here we would like to basically what we want to do is from here is to guide you how to use the GPS. Okay, so what we want to do is click on the center of the screen, and then click on navigate to. Okay, navigate to. Now you need to choose which country here. United States, which state in the United States, or you want to choose Puerto Rico or whatnot. Okay, now here's the thing. If your GPS comes with a foreign map, like European map or any other country's map, you need to change the map to that country before you start navigation. For example, here's how you do that. You click on the center, you go to change preferences, you press the right arrow twice, and then manage maps, switch map, and then in the switch map menu you will have the list of all the installed maps. This unit only has the map of United States. If there would have been a different map, the list would be underneath all the way down here. So now I'm going to choose United States because that's the only option I have. I don't have a choice to choose a different map. Okay, so let's say we want to go to an address in San Diego. You go navigate to United States, so I'm going to choose California. So there is California. Now the address, so let's say we want to go to the city center or downtown. So I go to let's say San Diego, city of San Diego, S-A-N space D, San Diego. There it is, San Diego, California, and that's the map. And right now it's calculating and waiting for a valid GPS signal. Because we are indoors, it's not going to find any GPS signal, so I'm gonna cancel that. You have to be outdoor in order for it to find the GPS signal. Now I'm gonna show you some major important settings that you need to do. For example, right here you could add a place to your favorite. This is where you need help. You press that, and right here you can prepare for a route from A to B. Like you tell it from here, I want to go from point A to point B, and prepare the route. This is where you browse the map. Browse the map is very important thing to have, because you could point to a place in the map and go there. For example, let's say I want to look at all these places and I see, oh, that's a nice lake right there, I want to go there. So I point that, I click on that, and it tells me where that is or whatnot. And you can say, okay, find that place for me, and then you can find that, or you could go there and whatnot. So that's the browse map. So let's say if I want to go there, so that is the place where that is, 19th Avenue and whatnot. I can go there or I can cancel it. Okay, here's the center, the map. You could do that, and let's go. A map correction, you don't want to be a part of that because you have to connect your computer all the time to the GPS. So that's, if you're a computer genius, then you could do this, but for an average person, I don't recommend that. So these are the TomTom services, optional services that you can buy from, such as traffic condition and whatnot, and so on. So change preferences is important to know how to change the preferences on this unit. So first, night and day colors. If you want it to have night colors, it's all dark, and it's good so it doesn't bother your eyes when you're driving. So, and then day colors is all bright, and it's good for daytime so you can see everything nice and clear. And show points of interest. So see, these are the points of interest that will appear on the map, so that you know if you're close to an airport, close to a ferry, fire station, gas station, whatnot. So these are the things that the ones that are most important, you want it to be shown. Those that are not very important, you actually don't want it to be shown, because it will make the map too crowded. And there are hundreds of these, not just a few. See how many are there? There are a lot of them. So if you choose all of those, there will be simply no room for you to see the streets, because there's a church, there's a school, there's a gas station, a trolley station, whatnot. All these points of interest will fill up the screen, and it's not going to be very convenient for you. Okay, so that's that. Let's see what else. Points of interest. Okay, safety preferences is very good too. It's self-explanatory. Just see what it says. If you're driving above the speed limit, it will warn you. If you're going to the wrong side of the road, it will warn you and whatnot. If you're driving in England or in Australia, you have to be driving on the left side. And if you don't drive on the left side, this will warn you, which is very important, because you could get into an accident if you're going to the wrong side. So that's a good feature to have. You could turn the screen off when you're after a certain time or after a certain speed. I like it to be never. I never want the screen to be turned off. I want it to be running constantly. So that's that. Safety preferences. User's guide is like a guided tour. It takes you step by step and tells you, how everything works. Let's see what else. Sound. You can turn the sound on and off. It's self-explanatory. Volume preferences. This is a very good feature that I've seen in TomTom GPS units, but I have never seen it in any other brand. I mean, at least not in Garmin's. That it will link the speed of the volume to the speed of your vehicle. So here's the thing. If you notice, when you drive in the freeway and you exit from the freeway, your radio or your stereo appears to be too loud, uncomfortably loud. That's because you had the volume adjusted for the noisy environment of the freeway, and once you exit, it's not a noisy environment anymore, so it's all quiet, and you have to reduce the volume. So what this does, this will automatically reduce the volume for you based on the speed of your vehicle. So as you exit, the volume will reduce automatically. So that's a very good thing to have. Okay, so that's volume. Let's go to the next one. Change voice. You can change the voices to different languages. Some voices require additional purchase from Garmin, like the British, Australian, or British voices are not included by default, but some are included. For example, Spanish is included. To test, you click that.
Después de 300 metros, ha llegado a su destino.
So that's the French.
Après 300 mètres, vous êtes arrivé.
So we want to go back to English. So when you go back to English, I think we had Lori.
After 300 meters, you have reached your destination.
So we're going to select Lori because that was the most pleasant voice, and we're going to keep it there. Okay, warn when near point of interest. This is obvious. It's a no-brainer. If you get close to like a school district, you want to be warned because there could be children running around and whatnot. Okay, so this is 2D and 3D map option. Always choose the 3D option because it's easier to navigate, but if you like 3D, you could do that that's one of the things. Name preferences, you could give it a name. Change home location, manage maps. Like I told you, if you guys need to change the map to a different country, you go to manage maps. Planning preferences, if you're driving a car or a bicycle, or if you're a pedestrian, you need to select it here, because it will give you navigation instructions based on that. And let's see what this is. Change language, like the keyboard language and text language, menu language, and all that you can change there. Set owner name, you can do that. If you're left-handed, you can change that. The brightness, the color scheme change, you can do that. And set units from miles to kilometers if you have to. Set the clock, keyboard preferences, change the car symbol from an arrow, you can change it to a little vehicle or something. Different symbols you have there. These are the little symbols. You could choose a car or an arrow, whatever you like. And factory reset, which we did already. So that's that. Basically, those are the features. Now, how can you tell which version map you have, and if you need a map update? This is how you tell. You press right here where the time is, and then you press right here where the version is, and right here it tells you which version you have. This is a very old map, like version 7.2.5. This is probably 6-7 years old, maybe 10 years old. The map is really old, but you that's how you change. On this unit the map is old, but you should have 2016, 2017. If the map is a couple years old, that's okay. The maps, I mean, the roads don't change so rapidly, so even a couple-year-old map is fine. But as soon as it gets more than 5 years old, then you have to update your map. And this shows your GPS signal strength. Currently we are indoors, so we only have one satellite showing here, but you could get more satellites if you go outside. So yeah, so those are the basic features that how to use this unit. And if you want to navigate to a point of interest, you click navigate to, and then right here, instead of address, you choose point of interest. If you want to go to places you have recently gone, recent destination, you click this and it will give you the list of the places you have already gone to. Like currently this, we just factory reset this, so there is nothing there, just San Diego. Back, and point of interest, you could choose a point of interest, or you could type it in. For example, point of interest in San Diego, let's say we want to go to Starbucks. Store, where is our... Oh, you know what? This is Starbucks. I don't think this is... these are cities, not the actual point of interest. Yeah, these are cities. Let's go back. Point of interest. Let's see. Oh, the reason I'm not given the other options like point of interest near you and whatnot, because it's all grayed out, is because I have 0 satellite signal. As soon as I have full satellite signal, then all of these will light up, and then I could go to point of interest near me and click Starbucks and whatnot. So that's how the point of interest works. But currently, you can't. Point on map is where you want to go to a specific location on the map. Okay, longitude and latitude is very important, especially in those countries where the mapping system is not 100% accurate. You have to use longitude and latitude numbers in order to navigate to them. So, for example, this is a true story that I can tell you. When I was traveling to in Italy, when I was traveling, the street names were very complicated because they were like very long. Like names were like a sentence long, the name of the road, and I had a hard time typing it in because the alphabet was in Italian, and also I don't speak Italian language. So what happened is I called the hotel where I was going and asked them for the GPS coordinates, like longitude and latitude, and they gave me that. And all I did is punched in those numbers, and the GPS unit guided me straight to that hotel. doorstep, because basically it was as simple as that. This is something that you want to take full advantage of, points of interest. Longitude and latitude. Okay, so that's what basically that will wrap it up. And the unit sits on the let me disengage this so I could show you. So this is like the holder for it, which mounts in the car windshield. This doesn't belong to that. That's a little microphone that I put there so I could record the voice, the sound. But that doesn't belong to the GPS. So that's how it docks right here. This snaps into that, and then you can rotate it like this based on your desire. And also you can spin it this way and this way, like that. So it's a nice little unit, which like I said, is one of my favorite units because it's the best sound quality. This has the best sound quality. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.